Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. Guys of Reddit, what is something you learned about girls after getting into a relationship? Hair. It gets fucking everywhere. By everywhere you mean in my ass crack and wrapped around my junk. My husband told me one evening he was feeling some chafing in his ass at work one night. Went to check it out, lo and behold my hair had actually worked its way up his asshole. Just a bit, but still, not a great feeling. He told his work buddy about it, who also had a girlfriend with long hair at the time, who was obviously amused. 2 nights later, work buddy comes out of the bathroom claiming he too had been struck with follicular sodomy. Beware the hair, for it seeks a new lair. Edit, geez, thanks for the awards guys. I want to take this time to celebrate the true unsung hero of this story, my husband's nether portal. The randomness of the internet has provided a strange amount of attention for strange events. One might say it is serendipity. You get through 4 times as much bathroom tissue. I commented this in a post yesterday, but it absolutely applies to this too. Me too, not like a full shower, just quick b-hole shower. Before I lived with my partner I went through 7 rolls of a 12-pack in 2 years. Now that's like 2 weeks maybe. I learned she's a buncher for both applications. Absolute heathen. 7 rolls in 2 years. Did you never shit at your house? Costco is a lifesaver when it comes to this. You have to teach someone how to be a good lover to you. People don't magically know how to meet your needs. And they certainly can't read your mind. Well, FRKN said. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and people should realize that more. Being vocal about issues and expectations can make a difference. I have been in a relationship where they expect me to read between the lines every time, and that wasn't pleasant. Just talk to me. Periods really fucking suck. You ain't lying. Spend a quarter of your life trying to save yourself from bleeding and cramping to death to have some old man politician tell you what you can and can't do with your body. Meanwhile, they have never had to deal with a single cycle. Agreed. I basically turn into a snack courier and occasional hug pillow during her time. I've had more than one that requires a hot water bottle on some days. I always get 2 so you can quick swap. Yup. A previous employer once called an ambulance for me in the office. By the time I got into the ambulance, the paramedics had worked out that my period pain was so bad, I remembered not being able to stand with the radiating pain in my thighs, that it had caused a massive panic attack. Symptoms similar to a heat attack. I later went for a scan, was convinced I had to have Edo, only to be told that everything is normal and I just have severe period pain. COVID has been a blessing for me in that sense. I now work fully from home and am able to manage my pain so much better. Asterisk, thank you everyone for your advice. I didn't know that about Edo and scans. I'll look into it further. Asterisk asterisk whoosh, I didn't expect this to blow up. Thank you all for your insights. Until now I'd never heard of adenomyosis. It's frightening how we are largely taught to just deal with the pain when there could be something much more serious at play. That particular incident happened about 5 years ago, but I've had on and off severe pain since, so I'll be following up on it based on what you've all told me. Whoever told you you don't have Edo on the basis of a scan is wrong. While severe Edo can show up on ultrasounds/CTs, it can only really be diagnosed by laparoscopy. Also, adenomyosis is a similar thing and can only be diagnosed by post-hysterectomy pathology. If you're still having this miserable pain, you should reach out to a new doc to look into options. You may not want a hysterectomy, but there are some other options available. I'm really sorry you've been left to just deal with it. Severe menstrual pain can be disabling and it's too frequently brushed aside. My sister blacks out sometimes during her periods. It's fucked up. The amount of hair they shed is unreal. Not sure how they still have a full body of hair on their head after a week. You've gotta brush them. No joke, my grandpa used to brush my grandma's head every night. She'd just lay her head in his lap and he'd brush away really slow and gentle while they watched their nightly TV shows. When he passed, she said that seeing her hair brush there and knowing that he'd never use it again was when how much his death really hit her. How lonely she'd be and how much she'd never be the same. I've done it a few times for her over the years when I visit, but it just isn't the same. She's basically done after 5 minutes and sits up where before it'd be like a solid hour minimum with my grandpa. I picked that little expression up and have done it for a few girlfriends over the years and they fucking loved it. Just lay there with a blanket and watch Netflix while I brush their hair and kinda pet or just gently rub their scalp. It helped a ton with the amount of hair that got elsewhere in the house. Shower especially. I know it was meant more like a joke, but it's actually a really useful thing and a huge bond building thing too. I really suggest people try it. It truly does make the relationship feel more connected in my opinion. You don't have enough hangers. This one got me lol. I had a cloth bag absolutely full of hangers laying my dresser for years. A fuckto of them just accumulated over time, I guess. Anyway, I had planned to eventually throw them out but forgot about them. Fast forward to about a month ago when my girlfriend is moving in. It took time for me to realize the situation when she said I'm gonna need more hangers. Her hair somehow always ends up in between my butt crack. How? She put it there, watch out. You know what's weird? I always thought that it was a long hair vs short hair thing. When I started dating my husband, his hair was short, mine was shoulder length. But now we both have long hair. His is dark brown, nearly black, curly and shoulder length. Mine is dark blonde, pin straight and butt length. It's very easy to tell the hairs apart. I've never had one of his hairs in my butt crack. Ever. But he's had several of mine. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. Does he have a hairier butt though? The body hairs not only act as a little trap for hair and fluff, but will also funnel it to the butt crack, as the hairs tend to curl into the crack. Just like with belly button fluff and hairier people getting way more of it. Makeup is expensive as fuck. What might be a really small thing for me to give her, a gesture, compliment, smile, etc., can mean a whole lot to her. This is so underrated. I'm in a new relationship and I know my BF cares for me in his own way, but I would give anything for a few compliments here and there. Tell them that. Not that you want one right now, but that you appreciate hearing his feelings about you here and there. Communication is the only way to a positive path. My first relationship, I always wondered why my girlfriend would rant at me about things like horrible co-workers, stress dealing with projects, etc. And then get mad at me when I tried to talk through the problems, break them down and help come up with workable solutions. My second relationship, I realized when women do this, they just want to rant and have a HUD at the end. They don't want your advice, they don't want a calm, rational discussion about what they can do to make a situation better. Don't pour kerosene on that fire, just let it burn out. Edit 2. Thank God I've found how to turn off reply notifications on desktop Reddit. My phone wouldn't stop buzzing for hours. I think women are just raised in an environment that allows them to express themselves openly about things like that. 99/10 times they have already thought of the same solution you are saying, so it comes off condescending. Men are told to keep things in, so when we express ourselves like that, it is almost always for an answer. Just different levels of comfort for discussing issues that don't always jive together. Ron Swanson, you've fallen into a classic trap, Christopher, trying to fix a woman's problems instead of just listening to what they are. Tom Haverford, hey man, if Anne needs Tiliol, she can get it herself. What she needs from you is to just look her in the eyes, nod your head, and say those two magic words. Donna Meagle, that sucks. Chris Treger, that sucks. Tom Haverford, I've spent my entire life reading instructional books about relationships in order to trick women into liking me. When Anne tells you what's bothering her, don't try to fix it. Just say, damn, that sucks. When your lady comes home and she's ranting about her co-workers, you only need 3 responses, aha, nope, and I told you that bitch was crazy. Chris Rock. They shower with lava. At least that's what the water temperature felt like. When I shower with my husband, it feels like an ice bath. When I shower with my wife, I sous vide. It's so hot her skin gets red from burning. Absolutely, the closest temperature to hell is the best to de-stress in. That morning routine ain't no joke. Then you have my girlfriend, who rolls out of bed and just goes to work without showering, doing makeup, or eating breakfast. Hi, it's me. Your girlfriend. I'm male BTW. I'm woman, I work from home, so I get out of bed 15 minutes before I log in. Right. She gets up at 4:30 to leave at 6:10. I get up at 5:20 to leave at 5:30. The statement "just do what you want no matter the tone" means you fucked up. As a woman reading through these comments, this is by far the most valuable information. Other death threats are fine, have it your way and are you sure you want to do this? They tell you to put the seat down on the toilet because they legit fall in if they don't notice. There's been so many times I've been half asleep and fallen in the toilet because my boyfriend peed half asleep and forgot to put it back down. Lol. Moral of the story is to pee before bed.